Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Faris Akil bin Muhammad Azhar.
And I am Syed Muhammad Ibrahim. We are both third-year students from Information Security Assurance.
Okay, today we will talk about FASM. What is FASM? FASM is a flat assembler. It's 486 processor. It supports Intel style assembly language on the IA32 and the X86-64 computer architecture. The project was started in 1999 by Thomas Krista aka Privalov, at that time an undergraduate student of mathematics from Poland. For the operating system, only used for Windows, DOS, which is this operating system, Linux and Unix. And FASM also an open source, which is software that can be classified as both free software and open source software.
Alright, so for FASM, originally it was not run in 32-bit. It just ran in 16-bit flat real mode. After that, it's written in 32-bit, which allow addressing to flat 32-bit addressing, and then was ported to Windows and Linux. FASM does not support as many high-level statements such as MASM and TASM, but it provides syntax features and macros, which make it possible to customize or create missing statements. Its memory addressing syntax is similar to TASM, TASM's idle mode, and MASM, but the brackets are used to denote memory operands as in both assemblers, but their size is placed outside the bracket like in MASM. FASM project can be boot from one source file directly into an executable file without leaving stash. Right.
So for Microsoft Macro Assembler, which is MASM, is an 86 assembler that uses Intel syntax for MS-DOS and Microsoft Windows. Beginning with MASM 8.0, there are two versions of this assembler. One for 16-bit and 32-bit assembly sources, and another ML64 for 64-bit sources only. MASM is maintained by Windows, but since version 6.12, it has not been sold as a separate product. It is instead supplied with various Microsoft SDKs and C compilers. Recent versions of MASM are included with Microsoft Visual Studio.
Using MASM for operating system development is not prohibited in the license agreement, though you may sometimes hear that. This is because people often confuse the MASM and the MASM 32 license. They are two unrelated projects, so MASM is free. Early versions of MASMs generated object modulus using the OMF format, which was used to create binaries for MS-DOS, MS-DOS, and OS/2. Since version 6.1, MASM is able to produce object modulus in the portable executable, which is PE/COFF format. PE/COFF is compatible with recent Microsoft C compilers, and object modulus produced by either MASM or the C compiler can be routinely intermixed and linked into Win32 and Win64 binaries.
The next point is NASM. NASM is stand for Network Assembler. NASM is assembler and disassembler for the Intel x86 architecture. It can be used to write 16-bit, 32-bit, and 64-bit programs. NASM is considered to be one of the most popular assembler for Linux. The developer of NASM is written by Simon Tatum, assisted by Julian Hall. That as of 2016, it is maintained by a small team led by H. Peter Envin. It is an open source software released under the terms of Simplify BSD license. Development NASM. The first release version is 0.9, was released in October 1996, and on 28 November 2007, version 2.0 was released, adding support for Intel x86 64-bit extension. The development version not upload to sourceforge.net. Instead, they are checked into the project on Git repository with binary snapshot available from the project with text.
Okay, what about the operating system that support NASM? We have the Linux, macOS, Windows, DOS, and OS/2. All of these operating systems support NASM. Then the common question that asked by user, is it the NASM or network assembler is open source software? I would say yes, it is an open source software that released under the term of BSD license. Then what about the features? NASM can output several binary formats, which is COFF, OMF, and many more. But NASM has own binary format, which is called RDOFF. And then the variety of output formats allow retargeting the program to virtually any operating system. Okay, what about the operating system that support NASM? We have the Linux, macOS, Windows, DOS, and OS/2. All of these operating systems support NASM. Then the common question that asked by user, is it the NASM or network assembler is open source software? I would say yes, it is an open source software that released under the term of BSD license. Then what about the features? NASM can output several binary formats, which is COFF, OMF, and many more. But NASM has own binary format, which is called RDOFF. And then the variety of output formats allow retargeting the program to virtually any operating system.
My name is Muhammad Farizmi. So today I want to talk about one of the assembler, which is TASM. So what is actually TASM? TASM is short form for Turbo Assembler, which means it is a computer assembler software for program development. So before we jump up to the advantage and disadvantage of the TASM, so who actually developed the TASM? So TASM is actually developed by Borland Software Corporation and was founded in 1983 by Niels Jensen, Ole Henriksen, Morgan Glad, and Philippe Kahn. So its main business was the development and sale of the software development and software deployment product. So which system are suited to run the TASM? So TASM actually is suited run on a product code for 16 or 32-bit compared to FASM, MASM, and NASM. FASM, MASM, and NASM is actually can run more than 32-bit, which is on 64-bit, compared to TASM only can run in 16 and 32-bit only. Okay, other than that, TASM can run on x86 DOS, or you can run it on Microsoft Windows. It is different with NASM and FASM because FASM and NASM can run on Linux and Windows. So TASM also have memory addressing syntax, and it's similar to NASM. Alright, what is the advantage of using TASM? Okay, TASM it can be used with a Borland high-level language compiler like MASM. Compared to FASM, does not support as many high-level statements. So as you can see, TASM can run high-level language same as the MASM, compared to another assembler which can run the high-level language. So what is the example of the high-level language? So as we can see, we have Turbo Pascal, Turbo Basic, Turbo C, and the final one is Turbo C++. So the Turbo Assembler package has been supported since version 3.0. Okay, and then the last version of the Turbo Assembler is 5.4 with files dated in 1996 and patches up to 2010. it is still supplied with a Delphi and C++ builder. So TASM itself is a 16-bit program. It will run 16 and 32 bits of version of Windows and produce code for the same version. There are ways to run 60-bit programs such as TASM on 64 Windows on a virtual machine, but it will not generate 64-bit window codes. It's only actually we can run in 64-bit but using a virtual machine, but it's actually cannot run in the 64 window codes. Alright, the final one is disadvantage of using TASM. So TASM is actually not an open resource. So compared to another assembler, it is open resource, but TASM is actually need to subscribe in order to use it. Alright. So in conclusion, we can get is TASM have a bit of advantage and a little bit of disadvantage, which is only can run in 16 and 32 bits window codes only.